All right, guys, here we are from the Trailer Review. Today we're reviewing the trailer for the movie Boarding School.
I hope it's a horror movie.
Well, it's definitely a horror movie.
Horror thriller.
Look at that kid's face. It's
I was
horrific.
about to say, this looks like something bad's happening to his face.
Yeah, I don't like CG cuts.
Right?
Is what that appears to be, and he's very
he looks
painted
completely
over.
CG. Yeah, looks weird.
We know nothing about this movie. It comes out August 31st, not quite October 31st, but you know.
Ah, true.
Let's see what we got. I was very underwhelmed by that trailer.
I liked it.
I like the idea that we ventured into some uncharted territories as far as I've, in my experience with things, like they boarding school for, misfits. So the father walks in and catches them, in drag and sends them to a special school. But I don't know. I don't feel like I ended up caring about any of the character. It's just a trailer, so you can only say so much. But I don't know. It just felt like the premise seemed loose, where I didn't really end up with a thing where I'm like, they came across this thing, and the bad guy is this person for that reason. Anything. I didn't walk away going like, I want to figure out more about this part or that part. Like I don't have any thoughts.
No, my response is mostly based on like the tone and all that stuff. Because at first, it looks like okay, so he's peppering in like religious references. I guess he'll be religiously crazy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then as it goes, like the tone of it, the Addams Family-ish, whatever, like the music, a certain amount of whimsy in the middle of all this. But then like the other teacher's covered in blood, and then he finds a dead body, and then they're running in the woods and all this stuff.
I feel like two scripts got hit together. Like
I think
this could have been a coming-of-age story about a bunch of misfits in this boarding house, and I think that could have been interesting because the characters seem like there could be something there, but they don't really paint out that picture, probably because some of them are just going to die right away or something. And then like the flip side, you have this horror movie in a boarding school where I'm like, God, it's done to fucking death. It's just there's so many of those.
This seems like it's not taking itself as seriously though. Something about this hit me as it might be different. It might be less of that exact.
Anything that led you to that path? Like which parts made you think that?
Images in the trailer. No, like I don't see things about like a ghost. I don't see things about.
Well, no, there's not.
The guy's not. That same guy is hugging like a kid later, and the female teacher's covered in blood, and they're running, but I don't know where they're running. Like it didn't. So a lot of these trailers, it spins off into this other thing where it's like, wait, this boarding school has had this thing in the basement where you do this thing, like a weird stuff, and like.
No, refreshing to not have a ghost in this older home thing because that's literally done every 4 weeks. And
I think that we could actually have a thing here where like it's not some crazy grand conspiracy where everyone that comes here dies. Like something else has happened.
Something just amiss at this moment.
Yeah, because again, it's always like, well, the boarding school was built on this ancient burial ground, and like all the teachers are witches and something. Like
But for a one-off type of thing, we don't have that vibe of like we're like, oh, this group of kids has to come together and solve this thing. At least this trailer has not presented me any of these. I have no feelings. Like a good trailer, like it makes you think something, feel something, want something, and this one just it didn't do that for me. I love this building they're in though. I think that it has a very I love I like the period PC type things, and I know this doesn't necessarily mean it takes place any time in the past, but that building was clearly made at a time where architecture was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I like that he ends up back in the dress, even at the boarding school. Yeah.
I don't know why he'd be walking around the school to investigate a sound or whatever in that dress when he knows that's like what got him sent here in the first place. You'd think that he'd
I don't know how it's going to happen. He was in the dress, though.
I don't know, and I'll never find out.
And then something came up. No, I'm thumbsing this up. This is
thumbs this down.
Has a charm or something.
I would like us to do a series where you watch all the ones that you've thumbs up, and I want to know if you actually like them after the fact.
Sure.
All right, so that's our thoughts on this, guys. Let us know in the comments about what you think about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.